to Mrs. Lanier, the President, board members, and Mrs. Neal, Superintendent. Thank you for this opportunity to come before you and share with you. One of the things that we do like you to know is that the success that we're experiencing in programming is really a direct result of the things that you do for the school district, and it allows us to be able to do what we need to do to make sure we are making sure students are being successful in the programs that we operate. First, we'd like to talk a little bit about a special program that we want to recognize 8 of our student athlete seniors for our Grand Rapids Public Schools Ice Hawk hockey team, a very special team. This is, I think it's important for us to recognize their efforts and their commitment to the program. They've been dedicated to this program throughout and persevered to the end. It's been a very difficult situation in terms of being able to build a program, but what we have found is a varsity leader that we think will take us in the right direction in terms of developing this program in our K-12 model. Mr. Coach Brian Belgraff has really stepped out as a leader in terms of shaping and molding what should happen with our hockey program. If I could have him just come down, Mr. Join me here at the podium to talk a little bit about it. Hockey sometimes doesn't get the due that some of the primary sports get, you know, basketball and football, but what we have found is that there is a love for the sport, and we want to take an opportunity to really connect our younger kids and expose them to this experience on the ice. It's a fun sport. You can learn a lot there, but also at the same time, it helps position us to develop our high school teams. Mr. Belgraff is really one of our varsity coaches that when we unveiled this whole K-12 development a few years ago and shared it with him, and he just come on board recently, really had that thought process in mind already. You know, how do I impact the kids that are coming through the system? You know, it's our belief that if we want to have the greatest impact on the outcome, then we have to have a whole lot of impact on the income. And so he has embraced that concept and has went steadfast to work with discussing with me as well as planning what that model will look like for hockey. But while we're building that model, we have had 8 seniors who've had a really, like I said, a experience and a season that we should commend them for in terms of what they did for the program, how they kept the program afloat, so to speak, and also exhibited what we would want to see in student athletes in terms of academic achievement, in terms of self-development, in terms of perseverance and commitment, and all of those leadership qualities that we would like to see in student athletes. And I'm going to let him talk a little bit about the program, the 8 seniors that are here tonight that we want to pay special tribute to and recognition to, and then where we're going to go with the program from here. Coach Belgraff.
Good evening.
Good evening, President Lanier, board members, Superintendent Weatherall Neal. I want to thank Mr. Johnson and the other athletic directors for giving me the opportunity to touch 12 special kids' lives. I want to thank everybody for the opportunity to coach this great group of kids. They came together from 5 different schools to become a team. In my first year as the varsity head coach, they taught me as much as I hopefully taught them. I inherited a team that, from outside of GRPS, people told me was a little bit of that they needed a little bit of an adjustment. I was told that there was 2 big things I was told. One, they took a lot of penalties, but they never quit. Well, the only thing that they were really correct in was that they never quit. Apparently, the team had over 300 penalty minutes last year. This year, we had 105. 2 of them were misconducts, so for check from behinds, I think they were. But basically, that averages out to 2 penalties a game, which is below average for most teams that play hockey. I want to thank each of the players for buying into what my staff was selling. Being at the rink at 5 a.m. is tough, but there were no complaints, at least from the players themselves. Parents was
Glad you have them as players and not
right.
some of us.
We worked on skill development for the first half of the season. We didn't touch a system or a concept. System and concepts are offense, defense, special teams. We didn't touch those until January. Most teams are able to step on the ice in November and immediately start installing their forechecks, their defensive systems, and we weren't able to do that. We had to start off from scratch. But I definitely want to thank these 8 seniors because they built the foundation for which we hope to build upon. I know that you're now gone, but I hope you're our biggest cheerleaders. I'd also like to thank my coaching staff, which sounds really big for only having 12 players, but I had a lot of guys volunteer. Andy Hall, kind of was my lead assistant. He was there at most of the games. Gene Altina, who came to practices. Lisa Hostowski, Casey Capriglione. I just call him Casey. And I also had Matt Altina, who helped out with our goalie early in the season when he could. With the 8 seniors, I gotta try to remember names now. Scout McCurdy, Marcus Southard, Jack O'Brien, Gemini Alvarez, Jenny Chorman, Jordan Scheller, Jeff Ord, and Austin Barneveld Crawford. Thank you.
Good job. All right.
See some girls on that. The reason their airs went down is my son got my
Got the nicest leather
Nice to be hacked.
a little bit after his grandma.
great big kid.
Feisty, feisty like his grandma.
Big.
Max, stay outside. I'm gonna need you and Marcus in a second.
Are you
Congratulations. For you.
Sure.
Congratulations.
love it? I love it.
See a girl.
I want one of those instead of the orange ones.
Also,
Oh, we have a couple more this time.
Also, at this time, I would like to honor 2 players in particular. The first one, Marcus. Please stay out here. Marcus is from Union High School. He's our goalie. And quite frankly, he's pretty much the most important piece to the puzzle. I went to the all-conference meeting and spoke of the challenges that he has faced over his career with this team. This season alone, he faced close to 900 shots.
Wow.
Most other high school goalies are lucky to see 500. He's battled like a champion. He was close to quitting a couple times. But I really wanted to, in front of this group and all of these people, I wanted to present him with his OK Conference Tier 3 All-Conference Honorable Mention Award.
Awesome.
The other player is a junior, Max Boltman from City High. He came out and stepped up as a leader right off the bat, and as you can see, he's got the captain's C on his jersey. I knew I had something special. He immediately stepped to the front of the lines, demonstrate, helped out the kids that were a little bit newer, and he worked very hard all year on and off the ice as a leader. And I'm very thankful he's a junior because I have him again next year.
Awesome.
I hope your leadership rubs off on our new generation of Ice Hawks players, and I'm proud to present you with your 2012 OK Conference Tier 3 medal.
Wow. Nice.
He was a unanimous selection. With that, I just want to congratulate the team on a hard-fought season. The record's 0-20, but they never quit, and it was a special group of kids, and I'm going to miss them.
All right. Thanks, Rob. Thank you.
You got questions?
Questions?
I can try to answer questions.
Any questions, comments, members of the board? Thank you for sharing. Thank you for letting us partake in this experience. Thank you for that.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.